And welcome, everybody. Today we have Melissa from Sweet Melissa's Restaurant. Melissa, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So you have been in the restaurant industry for 24 years.
Yes, I have. Yes,
wow.
I have.
Tell us a little bit how you got into that.
I was making $18,000 a year living in New York City. And my dad and I would always go to these fabulous restaurants. And I realized that I couldn't afford that on my salary. So I started recreating them at home, trying to recreate them at home. Got to the point where I spent most of my day at work trying to figure out what I was going to make for dinner versus doing my work.
Right.
So instead of going to law school, I decided to go to culinary school. The rest is history.
And where did you go to culinary school?
I went to the French Culinary Institute in New York.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yep.
So, and then you opened up Sweet Melissa's Cafe. You were out on Sanibel for 15 years.
Yes, we were. Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that.
We were there for 15 years. I had an amazing investor. She passed away, and then her son, picked up the pieces and helped it. I mean, Sanibel was a great place to be. I had such a great following on Sanibel, but, unfortunate circumstances with some wind and some water.
Right. So let's talk about that. Hurricane Ian comes through, rips apart Sanibel. What is that like for you?
It was devastating. I actually lived in New Orleans during Katrina and lost my home. But losing your livelihood is a whole different, level of devastation. I literally lived there for 15 years and working, and I had accomplished so much, and I had such a great following, and I had such an amazing staff. And then just walking, in that back door, and I mean, you could see the water lines. I mean, there was literally fish, in the dining room. And, we had no choice but to take it down. There was no way to rehab it with all that damage.
Right. And so when we're up and running, right, I mean, we're going right along, we're creating a paycheck, we've got business coming in, and then all of a sudden an event takes it out like that. It is like devastating is, I mean, it's a horrible word, but sometimes it's even worse than that, right? The thought of rebuilding after that. But you did.
Yes.
So now you have Sweet Melissa's Restaurant.
Yes.
And you are near Summerlin and Bass, near HealthPark, right?
Yep, absolutely. Right across the street.
Okay. So you revamped, you replanned, you were reborn, right? I mean, you really recreated everything.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So we were going to rebuild on Sanibel, but, Milton and Helene came through.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of scrambling and found this spot, which is literally like 2.5 miles from my house. It was the most turnkey restaurant spot I could find.
Sure.
And so my husband and I sat down and talked about it, and we decided to, empty our savings.
Right.
And, take a chance on ourselves. And that's what we did. We got it open in 2 months. We opened April 1st.
Wow.
And so we got a month of season, and it was great and it was awesome. And I had, so many people coming out, from the island to support us. We're doing very, very similar food. The building or the restaurant space looks a little bit different, obviously.
Sure.
But just continually doing the stuff that, I did on Sanibel.
This is what I love. This is like what I love about Southwest Florida. Like we bootstrap, we pick up all the pieces that have been destroyed and we rebuild, right? And the community comes together and supports you guys. I love that, Melissa. But you're so much deeper than that because you've been on the Bobby Flay show and you've done some other events. I mean, that's massive. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes. In 2019, I was a semifinalist for Best Chef in the South. And it was, life-changing in a way of, never, I mean, it's like the Academy Awards for the restaurant industry.
Right.
And I love what I do. I love the creative process. I was an athlete. I love the adrenaline rush of busy nights in the kitchen. And that was just such an honor. And it was, it was definitely probably the first time I was like, got a chance to put pat myself on the back. So yeah.
That's fantastic. Real quick, let's talk about, I mean, when you walked in here and you're preparing these, we smelled them and I'm like, what is that? So tell us a little bit about this first dish here.
Okay, this is the fish stew, probably my most famous dish. It's been on the menu. Well, we took it off for a little bit, but then I had so many requests for it that my manager was like, put it on and keep it. It's fish stew. It's got a chorizo, tomato, saffron base. Fish right in there. Today is like snapper and redfish, mussels, clams, shrimp, scallop. And then it's topped with a little Pernod aioli.
Wow.
And then here we have my famous goat cheese cheesecake. Actually, my daughter, when she got her driver's license, would drive from Sanibel down here to the Cheesecake Factory to get cheesecake. And so I'm like, the gas money that this is causing me, I'm going to have to find something that I can feed her.
Absolutely.
And so that's where it came from. And we just top it off with a little bit of local honey and pistachios.
Fantastic. I mean, the food that you guys serve is out of this world. We love it. There's the contact information for Sweet Melissa's restaurant down below. Go there, schedule that, have fun. And again, Melissa, we appreciate how much you've done after that storm and how you've rebuilt and everything that you've gone through. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Remember, everybody, in Southwest Florida, we have to support our local businesses. So again, Sweet Melissa's restaurant, we'll see you soon.
Thanks for riding along with us today. We hope you got some good dirt. If you liked today's show, subscribe, like, and share with all your farm truck friends. We hope you'll join us for the next ride on Farm Truck Financial, where we're always planting seeds for a better future, 1 mile, $1 at a time.
Farm Truck Financial, we're riding with you down the back road.